KVGC and
Get ready.
KVGCradio.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. Live from Dan Barnett Field here at Argonaut High School. We're here for high school football action for this 2021 abbreviated season where the Argonaut Mustangs are taking on the Calaveras High School football team. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, and J.D. Geedy, and, of course, technical staff here with Adam Cranfill. Anyway, guys, take it away.
All right, thanks, Jake. Hey, we're here at Argonaut High School, and I have to tell you, our pregame show, first of all, is sponsored by Camps Propane. And, JD, I look out, there's a pretty nice crowd here. We just found out that other than the family passes, there was 100 additional tickets for each school to sell. And from a look at the stands right in front of us, it looked like they sold all of those, and we've got a pretty nice crowd considering the situation that we're in.
I'll be honest, Frank, it doesn't feel like a COVID season right now, at least what it looks like out here. I mean, it looks almost more than you would see at a JV game. Not quite the amount of people as a varsity game, but the cars are wrapping all the way around. You know, it's looking pretty good. I would say these stands in front of us, Frank, are about three-quarters full.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful spring evening this Friday before Easter.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say I've ever called a football game the Friday before Easter, but here we are tonight, senior night. And so the seniors were honored tonight. There were 7 or 8, I believe, from Argonaut. Number 33, Zach Hernandez. Number 54, Gage Roddy. Number 55, Tyler Belch. Number 57, Colton Clark. Number 74, Gabe Adair. Number 80, Brandon Slife. Number 81, Andre King. And number 85, Garrett Elmore. And, you know, with Calaveras not having a home field, they also announced their seniors tonight because they're playing on the road every single week. So we look at this. Calaveras comes into this game 1-1. We saw the game against Amador where Amador won in very, very tough conditions in the torrential rain, 11-0 in Calaveras' first game. Calaveras had a bye the following week, and then they redeemed themselves last week with a 27-8 win over Somerville. Argonaut, on the other hand, we know what they did at Liberty Ranch, 43-7. Then they went into Cordova, put up 35 points in the first quarter and a half while giving up 0 when the game was called. So I call Argonaut 2-0. 78 points scored in a little less than 6 quarters of play, and the first-team defense has yet to give up a point.
And you know what, Frank? I'd like to know, do you know, because I know you do keep these stats, sorry to put you on the spot here, do we know how many times Argonaut has punted in these games? I don't even know if they've punted more than 5 times total.
Oh, I think that's a high number.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2, maybe 3.
So, I mean, the competition, you can only play, as you say, the teams that are in front of you, and they basically manhandled those teams, and they've looked good in all aspects of the game, their defense, their offense, of course, their special teams. So I've not seen a hole in this Mustang team, and honestly, I think the strength of this team is their defense, at least against the teams that we've seen so far. They have really strong defense, a lot of guys. And one thing I was kind of happy to see is we had heard that earlier in the week, Gage Roddy had been injured in that game last week against Cordova. We didn't think he was going to see the field, at least from what people were telling me. And it's nice to see him fully suited out there. And
my understanding, he will play, but he will only play one way. He normally is a two-way player. For those of you interested, Amador game up in South Tahoe. Amador took a quick 6-0 lead on the second play of the game when Cole Allen broke for a long touchdown. They missed the kick and took a 6-0 lead. South Lake Tahoe came back and scored a touchdown to take a 7-6 lead. Then they scored again to take a 14-6 lead at the half. Amador came out and scored, narrowing the lead to 14-12, and then Amador scored again. And the most recent scoring update I have is Amador is ahead 18-14 with 3:21 left in the game. So we will bring you that final when that happens. Around the league, Somerville is playing Sonora tonight. So we have actually 2 traditional Mother Lode League games going on tonight. But I'm really excited about this one. You know, it was really hard to gauge Calaveras in that first game under a torrential rain the entire game. Argonaut has looked so dominant in the first 2 games that we've seen them, and this ought to be an interesting contest.
You know what, Frank, what I thought, 11-0, that's a close game, but it didn't seem close to me. Amador seemed like the better team in that ball game. To me, Calaveras looked outmatched, so we'll see if anything's different. But I did hear they had very minimal practice leading up to that game, so maybe they'll be in a little bit better position here tonight against the Mustangs than what we saw against the Buffaloes.
One other thing I'd like to let everybody know, if you didn't tune in for the Calaveras Amador game, they have an honorary captain, number 33, Blaine Massa, who was injured in a boating accident this summer. He is their honorary captain. If you'll notice the helmets of the Calaveras football team, they all have number 33 on there for their captain, Blaine Massa. He's out on the field right now with the Argonaut captain, number 85, the senior Garrett Elmore, for the coin toss. Argonaut has won the first 2 coin tosses that they've played, and, of course, as usual, they defer.
Mm-hmm.
There goes the coin in the air. We'll see. Argonaut has won the toss. They will defer, I am almost sure. They have. They won the game. They deferred. And so Argonaut will be kicking off to Calaveras. Calaveras will be going from my left to right, and the Mustangs will be defending the west goal. We're getting ready to get this one kicked off. Our pregame show is sponsored by Camps Propane. We're going to bow out as the teams take the field, get ready for the national anthem, and we'll be back for kickoff right after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the EC Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here as the national anthem just finishes up here at Dan Barnett Field, and we are underway for high school football action. J.D. Geedy, Frank Halverson.
Good timing there with those commercials, Jim.
That was just about right, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. All right, so we're about to get this game underway here from Argonaut High School. As Frank said, this is the first time we've seen Argonaut live. I'll tell you what, Frank, they do look like a bunch of big boys out there, and it was kind of neat to see Elmore. I've been talking about this all season, but dang, he's a big kid, man. He almost looks like J.J. Watt standing out there. And, showing the same here in person, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's just played tremendous in the couple games that we've seen him in, as has this entire defense.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, it's been a pleasant surprise what I've seen from the Mustangs this year. You know, we haven't seen them since 2019, which was a long time ago. And they were a very young team. They're still a young team, but they have performed above the expectations that I certainly had for them in this crazy kind of year. As we get ready to kick this off, Jesse Flores, number 41 for the Mustangs, getting ready to kick off for the Mustangs. Number 5, Jake Black, is back deep for Calaveras, along with, can't see that number on the other side, number 2, Phoenix Jin. That's going to be Black, who's going to take it at the 10-yard line up to the 20, looking for blockers, goes across the 25 where he's met by King. and a host of Argonaut players. The ball's going to be spotted at about the 27-yard line. That's where Calaveras will take over 1st and 10.
Pretty good kick coverage there for the Mustangs. As Frank said, multiple Mustangs down in on that tackle.
Travis Bird, number 7, will be the quarterback directing the Calaveras offense. In the backfield will be number 21, Jake Hopper. 2 receivers to the left. Bird under center. Motion coming from the right side. Going to give to the motion going around the left. Good penetration by the defense, but he got around the corner across the 30 to the 35, across the 40. Finally knocked out of bounds to the 45-yard line. It looked like the Mustangs had that contained, and they got a good block around that end.
Like you said, great penetration, as you guys are going to see on the replay here as the Mustangs come in. 2 or 3 defenders get deep into the backfield. But I don't know the number of the back here, Frank, but look at this right here. Stiff arm missed tackle. He picks up an extra 12, 13 yards after that contact. So great running there by Orlandi for
That was
Calaveras.
Braden Orlandi. Moved the ball up the 45-yard line. That's a first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Motion this time, Orlandi coming from the other side. He's going to give the same play, trying to get around this. And he's tackled for a loss by number 11 of the Mustangs. That was Josiah Saunders. Well, they're going to give him a short gain on the play, call it 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball sits at the 47-yard line. The exact same play, only from the opposite side that time to Orlandi.
Looks like that left side of the Mustangs defense did a little bit better containing that one than the right side.
Hopper again, the lone back in the backfield. Orlandi goes into motion. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to try to cut it inside. He breaks one tackle, gets across the 50-yard line, where he's brought down short of the first down.
Tell you what, already looking good this week, Frank, and a player that we've started calling the name quite a bit last week, Hunter Voss. Looks like he's getting good penetration there and on the defense.
Flores was the tackler for the Mustangs. That'll set up a 3rd and 2, the ball at the 47-yard line of Argonaut. Bird under center, Hopper the lone back. Bird's going to keep it himself on a quarterback sneak. He's got the first down and more. As he went across the left side, had a nice hole for a quarterback sneak there, took the ball up to about the 43-yard line. That'll be plenty of yards to move the chain. Another first down for Calaveras.
We saw the, almost said the bad word there. When we saw the Calaveras football team take on Amador, Bird really struggled throwing the ball, but remember, folks, that was rainy, wet conditions. So we'll see if that changes at all here this week.
2 receivers split out to the right. Hopper again, the lone back. Orlandi comes in motion. They're going to give it to him again, trying to get on the outside. Nothing going on. Number 44, Mateo Flores there for the Mustangs. So they've run that play with Orlandi now twice to the right and once to the left. One other time they were going to the left. He cut it inside off the tackle. Hopper is yet to see a carry, and we do not even see Moore in the backfield, who was their big stud running back last year. He's a senior, number 40.
Tell you what, Frank, doesn't look like that knee's bugging Gage Rowdy very much there. He was in on the penetration on that play as well.
I see Moore sitting over there. I don't know if he's injured or.
Oh, yeah, he's there.
Timeout on Calaveras.
Moore's definitely their bell cow, isn't he?
All right, we're going to send it back for a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be back with more first quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Argonaut High School. 9:15 left in the first quarter. Calaveras with the ball as they receive the kick to start this game. And getting a little bit moving here, Frank. They've moved the ball up from they're at the start here about the 20-yard line or so.
27-yard line is where this drive started. They've got it right now, 2nd down and 10 for Calaveras coming out of the timeout.
In Argonaut territory now.
Now they have a double back set, motion coming from the right. They're going to give it to Hopper going straight ahead. He gets across the 40, still on his feet. Pulled down from behind by number 54. That was Gage Roddy of the Mustangs. Down to about the 39-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 7.
That's the first play we've seen inside the tackle, and Argonaut Mustangs did a nice job to hold that to just a couple yards. But there was a nice hole there, closed up pretty quick. But looks like the Calaveras team there able to open up a nice hole.
3rd down and 7 for Calaveras. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Motion coming from the left. That's Orlandi. Going to give it to Hopper again straight ahead. He's got the 1st down and more. Breaks the tackle. Gets down across the 20-yard line. Nice run by Roddy. By Hopper. Finally brought down.
Inside counter here, Frank. And there you see, big hole. This time doesn't close quite as fast. He just gets up the middle. He's not even touched till he's to the 2nd level. A couple missed tackles, and that's not going to stop him. I'll tell you that. You got to wrap him up. Jake Hopper running hard.
Inside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Calaveras. Ball sits about at the 17. So nice little drive to open this game by Calaveras. 8-12 and counting here in the first quarter. 0-0 your score. Argonaut Mustangs hosting the Calaveras football team. Motion comes from the right. Bird wants to give it to him. Gets it across the 15 and where he's met right away. And there goes a helmet comes off. That was number 5, Jake Black on the carry.
Frank, this play was set up like their sweep that they do, but it looks like he was trying to cut it up inside between the guard and the tackle like it was designed to do so. But the Argonaut Mustangs had it closed up. But it looks like Calaveras believes now they can run this ball inside the tackles. Haven't had a lot of success outside except for that first play. But here as they've been running inside, they've had a little bit more success.
2nd down and 6. Here's a scoring update. Lake Tahoe just took the lead 20-18 over Amador with time running out in the game. That game has not gone final yet, but Lake Tahoe leads it 20-18. Motion from the left this time. 3rd and 6. Oh, and there was jump on the left side. That's going to move Calaveras back 5 yards. That was number 12, Dominic Boitano, that jumped off a little bit early. So that'll send it back 5 yards. That should make it about 2nd down and 11.
7:53 left first quarter.
2nd down and 12 for Calaveras after the false start penalty. King is checking into the game.
Calaveras got to be feeling really good, though, about the way they've been moving the ball here. The second half of this drive here looking really good.
2nd down and 12. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bird wants to throw. He's looking to the right corner of the end zone. A receiver intercepted. That's number 11, Josiah Saunders. He had nice coverage. He was trying to get it into the corner to Black, I believe. And Josiah Saunders picks it off into the end zone
if you
for
see here
the touchdown.
On the replay, Frank, just a quick fade to the outside, and he's got to put a little more air on that and get it over the defender. Josiah Saunders had great position, an ill-advised throw in my opinion, but great play, made the play right in front of him. Nice job, young Saunders there.
Ferrante was the intended receiver on the play. Saunders with the interception, and the Mustangs take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line off of the interception. So that's a tough way to end a good, strong drive.
And that's one of those ones where you just kind of throw it up, but you got to make sure your man's the only one that can get it.
Here come the Mustangs. Davis straight ahead handoff to Hernandez. Gets a couple. Sanders had great position on that.
He really did, Frank. Sanders a good defender. Comes up and makes a nice hit as well. Plays the run and the pass well.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Argonaut. Eckhart split out to the left. Eckhart goes into motion. They're going to, boy, that was a little razzle-dazzle play. It was kept going off to this left side by number 23, Bo Davis.
The fake got me, Frank.
I thought they gave it to Eckhart on the reverse here. First the fake up the middle, then the fake on the reverse. Nice kick-out block right there by number 56 was it, Oliveria?
Tell you what, I like that play because all the defense follows that motion, and that was open there for Davis.
3rd down and 4. Davis wants to throw whistle on the play. I think Calaveras, they're pointing that it's against Calaveras. That'll be a 1st down if it is.
Because those of you who are watching this on our feed saw this, but if you're not watching, something the Mustangs are doing this year that we've never seen in the past is basically their double wing offense that they've split a receiver out. We've seen that wrinkle. That happened a couple of seasons ago. But what they're doing now, as Frank just said, they had brought Eckhart in motion. We thought he got the ball. They're bringing that outside basically receiver in motion. He's following the wing as a lead blocker, and they're treating him as a running back at that point. And that's something they did a few times, and I actually run an option off if there's some other wrinkles the Mustangs can do. And that's one thing people have said about this offense. They want to see more wrinkles in it, and they're definitely doing what they can with that formation.
That was a false start against the Mustangs, so it'll set up a 3rd and 9. Davis wants to throw. He's looking outside. It was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. The intended receiver was Eckhart. He was trying to hit him just past the 1st down marker on a little out. It'll be 4th down, and Argonaut's going to punt. So 3 and out for the Mustangs. The penalty did not help.
The Calaveras defense looked good on that drive, Frank.
Back to kick is number 44, Mateo Flores. For Argonaut, back deep for Calaveras, Jake Black. Kick is up. It's going to hit good coverage, takes a Calaveras bounce, and it's down by Elmore at the 49-yard line. So pretty good field position for Calaveras to start their 2nd drive. 6:07 to go here. 1st quarter action, 0-0. The Argonaut Mustangs against the Calaveras football team.
Was that a 3 and out, Frank?
Yes, it was.
It was 3 and out. The Argonaut Mustangs, not much. Looks like they tried a few different things and nothing really working on that drive. But Calaveras, they really did have some nice success until that interception on that last drive of theirs. See if the Mustangs can slow that down a little bit here.
All right, here goes Calaveras' 2nd possession of the game. First one had a nice drive that ended on an interception by Saunders in the end zone. Hopper, the lone back, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Argonaut making some substitutions as King just goes back into the game.
Those watching on the feed there, we know who's got the glowing orange cleats now.
That's Hopper straight ahead. Going to gain about 4 on the play. Okay.
Mustangs are signaling like that ball came out. What's the call here?
I did not
Jake,
see
give
it.
us a replay here. Let's see if we can see, Frank. 21's got it right now. His knee is not, now his knee is down. That may have come out after the knee was down.
All right, we have a final. South Lake Tahoe defeats Amador 20-18. That is final. So tough game for the Buffs up at Lake Tahoe.
Close, huh?
Yeah, very close. Comes up just a little bit short. They missed their first kick as an extra point. Then when they went for 2 in their 2nd touchdown, and that was the difference in the football game.
There you go.
All right, here comes Calaveras, 2nd down and 6. Orlandi in motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the left side.
King.
He's hit in the backfield by King, and King hangs on to drag him down for a 2-yard loss. Nice job there.
With the lateral coverage from this Mustangs defense, you're not going to be able to get outside and dance around like that. Hopper, if he's going to get it outside, he needs to hit it and head upfield and kind of dance around a little bit, and that's not going to work against this Mustang defense. They got great coverage on the outsides, and they've shown that against this Calaveras team. They've given them trouble when they go to the outside. The success Calaveras has had has been inside the tackles.
Well, the blocker went after Elmore, and King shot through behind
like
him
a rocket
to make the tackle. 3rd down and 8 for Calaveras. Straight ahead handoff again to Hopper, and absolutely nothing going on there by the center of the line. It's going to be 4th down, and Calaveras is going to be forced to punt after a 3 and out.
Mustangs respond, find the answer, shutting it down. It was a nice defensive stand there by the Mustangs. We've got 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. Clock ticking down as Calaveras gets ready to punt.
Travis Bird, the quarterback, is the punter for the Mustangs, so you always got to keep an eye on that. Number 11 back deep, Saunders. Kick is off, end over end kick, or that's Eckhart, drives him back. He's going to let it go, and it's going to be downed right close to the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Jake, can you get a replay on that really quick? Do we have? Let's see how close this actually was to the goal line, Frank. This was a nice play. Ooh, is his foot in there?
The official was right there.
Yeah,
he says
was.
no.
Right on.
The ball is just outside the goal line. We're going to call it at the 1. Long field for the Mustangs. And right now they'd just like to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. 4-11, nothing the score here at Dan Barnett Field. Bo Davis under center. Give to number 44. He breaks the room. He's got some room on the outside. He's off to the races. He's across the 50.
All the way to the 30, Frank.
It's a horse race all the way. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, 99 yards. Number 44, Mateo Flores.
And I thought, Frank, Jake Hopper was going to run him down, and then at about the 15-yard line, another gear came, or else Hopper lost his, and he just pulled away.
You know, that happens so many times, like in a 3rd and short situation where you're at the goal line. That defense is looking for that safety. They're up there to stuff that line of scrimmage. He got the corner, and he just outraced everybody to the end zone. 99-yard touchdown.
What an exciting play, too. Way to get on the board for the Mustangs.
Wow. The brother, number 41, Jesse Flores, on to kick the extra point. Kicks up. And it's good. 4:02 to go here in the first quarter. 99-yard touchdown run. The Mustangs take a 7-0 lead. We'll be back right after this.
Are you planning a landscaping project? Don't have the right tools for the job? Let Campbell Construction General Engineering Incorporated give you a hand. Campbell Construction in Center Creek has everything you'll need for your project. From rock, bark, mulch, sand, and planting soil to a full line of tool and equipment rentals, excavators, water pumps, wood chippers, and dump trailers, and now offering cart-away ready-mix concrete. Campbell Construction has everything you'll need to get the job done right. Locally owned and operated since 2005, they're open Monday through Saturday at 175 Sutter Hill Road, Sutter Creek. Call them today, 267-5998. That's 267-5998. Campbell Construction. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Now, I got to tell you, if that doesn't make Channel 3 highlights tonight, I don't know what will. 99-yard touchdown by Flores. Holy mackerel. Argonaut kicking off. All the way backfield at about the 6-yard line. That was number 5, Jake Black. He gets across the 20. He's hit, still on his feet. Going to be spotted at about the 25-yard line.
And we got to recognize Robert Spigorelli, number 28, coming down there like a fire plug. Just comes through, did his job. You ever hear of the old wedge buster? He came down, took out about 2 or 3 guys, and let his friends get over to make that tackle. But that tackle was not happening without him. Nice play, buddy.
Wow, when you got a long field, it's nice to be able to get it all in one, huh?
And you know what, Frank? That hurts Calaveras because Argonauts found an answer on defense that last drive, and Calaveras did not want to see that happen.
1st and 10 for Calaveras, ball at the 25-yard line. Argonaut's going to call a timeout. They either did not like their defensive personnel. So we're going to take a quick break. Hear a word from our sponsor, 3:53, Mustangs 7, Calaveras nothing. We'll be back with more first quarter action after
For all
this.
your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mustangs on top, 7-0.
God,
Calaveras
that
with the ball.
just pumped me up. I got all kinds of adrenaline going now,
Well,
and I'm just calling the game.
This is a huge drive for Calaveras, Frank.
Handoff this time to number 16, gets around the corner, across the 30, makes a nice move to the 35, out to the 40, where he's finally brought down by number 21. That was Eric Freeman. but a nice job by Braden Orlandi there. Orlandi has had a lion's share of the carries for the Mustangs.
And I'll tell you what,
Jake Hopper, for Calaveras.
Jake Hopper set that up with his block on King, too. Nice job there by a Hopper lead block. Tell you what, he doesn't go down easy. When the Mustangs try to get at his legs, he looks like he's stiff-arm him into the ground. Real shifty runner.
1st and 10, ball sits at the 40-yard line, split backs. Motion comes from the left side. They're going to give it to the sweep, trying to get around this. Oh, and a nice tackle by the Mustangs. That was number
20. That was Bo Davis and
23, Bo Davis. Gain of 2 on the play, but nice tackle as Black tried to get outside.
Oh, Davis fell on top. 87. Do we have an 87 or 57? Was it maybe Colton Clark?
67, Joheim, maybe.
Oh, it was Joheim.
It was Joheim.
Definitely put a lick on him, whoever it was. Yeah, Joheim.
It was Joheim.
Yep.
2nd down and 8 for Calaveras.
And again, you saw, unless they hit that hole and get it up, if they keep pushing that outside, the Mustangs have that lateral coverage.
Bird wants to throw just a little bit out of reach of his intended receiver, Jake Black. Just a quick 3-step drop and a little out, and he just overthrew his receiver. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Calaveras.
If complete, it still would have been maybe a 1-yard gain as he was at the sideline. Maybe.
We have not seen Bird throw the ball well in the amateur game, of course, and it was raining. But so far today, he's got an interception and missed his target on a high percentage throw. 3rd down and 8. Bird's going to operate with the shotgun this time. Trips to the left. Bird's going to look that way. He's looking the underneath receiver, and he throws it short. It's caught, but 5 yards short of the 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, Frank, he was wide open. If that ball would have been on him, he would have easily had the 1st down, but thrown a little bit outside, and as you said, short. He had to come back and dive for that ball.
That was Ferrante that came back and did a nice job just moving that in, but well short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 5, and Calaveras is going to be forced to punt. So Argonaut going to get the ball back here with a little over 2 minutes left here in the 1st quarter. Nice punt, fair catch called, and brought in by
looked like Eckhart.
Number 18, Robert Prather, I think.
Okay.
Is that 18? He's coming off the field there.
12. Looks like Randy.
Yeah,
Fage
number 10, Randy Fage.
Or Fage.
1st down, Mustangs. Ball sits at the 20. Let's call it the 28.
And I assume the Mustangs, the coaching staff said, just do what you did last time. That works for us.
Just under 2 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter here as the Mustangs break the huddle. Leading 7-0 on the 99-yard touchdown by Flores. Motion from the right, counter inside. Nowhere to go on that as the Calaveras defense just smelled that one out.
I think it was Sanders, Frank.
Number 40 for Calaveras, that was Clayton Moore. Just filled right in that hole. That was number 21, it looks like, for Calaveras.
Okay.
Jake Hopper.
Minute 30 left to go, 1st quarter action.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Straight ahead handoff. Not much there, maybe a gain of 1.
Mustangs working that inside right now and doesn't look like anything going. Calaveras doing a nice job on this defensive drive.
That was number 14, Caleb McElfish. McElfish had a really nice game when we saw him against Liberty Ranch. He went out with an injury. Didn't see too much of him against Cordova last week.
He did have a heck of a game, didn't he?
3rd down and 9 for Argonaut. 48 seconds and counting here in the 1st quarter. Davis in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He's looking. He throws over the middle. He was looking for number 81, Andre King. Incomplete.
Like just a little bit behind him, huh, Frank, on his back shoulder.
That'll stop the clock with 39 seconds to go. We'll look at the replay here. And, yeah, just a little bit behind him. He was well covered. There were 3 white jerseys around him. So Argonaut's going to punt.
I don't know if that pattern was designed that way, but not a very crisp pattern.
Saunders coming in late. Good snap. Kick is off. Good high punt. Going to let it hit at the 41-yard line. Takes a Mustang bounce down to just inside the 35. That's where it's going to be touchdown. 27 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Calaveras has it for their 4th possession of this quarter. This will be the 7th offensive possession in this quarter. Calaveras has had 4. This is their 4th, and Argonaut has had 3. That is a lot of possessions, and that also speaks to, well, one possession lasted one play for 99 yards.
True. And
the others is the defenses are playing well. 1st and 10 for Calaveras. Straight ahead handoff to Hopper. He's going to gain a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. I think that'll be the last play of the quarter. Can't imagine that either team is going to stop it.
Tell you what, that quarter did take a little bit of time, though, Frank. Not a lot of penalties, maybe because of the punts.
Well, the clock kept going. They didn't throw the ball a lot, so that's going to do it. The end of 1. Look at the scoreboard. Argonaut Mustangs 7. Calaveras football team 0. We'll be back. 2nd quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field where we're starting 2nd quarter action here. Mustangs on top 7-0 over Calaveras. Real quick, Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware game update. The Somerville Sonora game has just kicked off. So we'll be getting updates from there as the game progresses, guys.
Hey, Jake, before we get any further here, want to give a big shout out to our game sponsors tonight. As always, much appreciated making this possible for you guys at home. Toma and Associates, Armstrong & Son, Campbell Construction, The Glass Doctor, and Jackson Tire. Big shout out. Remember, support the businesses that support the community. Support these businesses. Jackson Tire, The Glass Doctor, Campbell Construction, Armstrong & Son, Toma and Associates. Our scoring updates, Calaveras Lumber, Nexus Youth and Family Services will be our postgame. Conifer Communications, Mark Twain Medical Center, and Camps Propane is always our pregame sponsor. So a big shout out to all those sponsors here tonight.
All right, here we go. Starting the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Calaveras. Orlandi goes into motion from the left. Give to Hopper. Or excuse me, that's number 26. That is Gonzalez. We have not seen more on offense at all, and he was their leading running back last year, so he's only playing on defense tonight. So gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Calaveras. So the ball sits right at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 5. You know, Calaveras had a pretty good drive going in the first quarter when they threw the interception into the end zone, and other than that, haven't done much. Orlandi gets the ball trying to get around a sweep. They're going to be short of the 1st down by a couple yards. It's going to be 4th down and 2 with the ball on the Argonaut, or on the Calaveras 43-yard line. And let's see what Calaveras is going to do here. Dangerous field position to go for it here, but it looks like they're going to be 4th down and 2 with the ball on the 44-yard line, their own 44. Split backs in the backfield. Maybe. 2 receivers to the right. Bird under center. Motion coming from the left. Straight ahead handoff. He's got the 1st down. I believe that was Hopper. Just got across the 45-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs for Calaveras at the 46-yard line.
Still a little bit of light out here, Frank, at this time of the night. Kind of weird for a high school football game here, huh?
It's April.
little different than what we're used to, right?
Yeah, we call them baseball games right now.
I like the weather, though.
1st and 10 for Calaveras. Ball at the 46-yard line. Bird under center. 3 receivers to the left. Lone back Motion comes from Orlandi. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the short side on the right side. He breaks a tackle. He gets across the 40. He breaks another tackle. He's off to the race to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Calaveras.
Nice blocking all the way around on this play. Huge hole around the edge. Only had the corner to beat, and that wasn't much of an issue as he had his lead block out there. And just nice running on that play. Not much else to say, but comes around the edge. It was wide open. Couple of blocks, and he's free.
54-yard touchdown by Orlandi. Make the score 7-6. Calaveras on for the extra point to try to tie this one up. Had trip receivers to this long side of the field, and they went to the short side, and he got that corner, and there just wasn't a lot of help as everybody was shifted over to cover those receivers on this side, and he just outraced everyone to the end zone.
I wish I would have got the number on the lead blocker because he definitely set that.
Oh, the kick
up.
is blocked. Argonaut blocks the kick. So with 9:48 left to go in the second quarter, Argonaut remains ahead 7-6. We'll be back with more second quarter action right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and kvgcradio.com.
And we're back here at Argonaut High School. 9:48 left to go in the first half. Frank, you just got a chance to see what happened on that block kick, huh?
I looked at that block. Garrett Elmore absolutely blew up the guard and pushed him all the way back in the backfield, and the kick actually hit the guard.
And it didn't hit his helmet, folks. He was so far, he hit him on the back end, basically. That's how far Elmore pushed him into it.
That's called leverage.
Yes, just a little bit.
7-6, Argonaut still in the lead here. 9:48 left to go in the half. Calaveras just getting ready to kick off after a nice 54-yard touchdown run by Orlandi. So both scores so far, JD, have been on big plays.
They have. And like I said, I was really impressed with that last play by Calaveras. Looks like they're finally getting something going offensively. So this turning out to be one heck of a ball game.
Short kick. You got to get up and field that on the fly, son. Saunders picks it up, jitterbugs around, gets across the 25, and not much more than that. He's going to be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's where Argonaut's going to have it, 1st and 10.
You know, nobody's really got good field position here tonight, have they, to start their drive? Looks like, if I'm correct, Frank, all the drives have been behind the 30-yard line?
No, the one Calaveras had their second drive started at the 49.
Oh, okay.
But they went 3 and out on that. And other than that, there's been long fields to work with the whole night. All right, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball at the 27-yard line. Davis in the shotgun. King goes in motion, cuts it up inside, gets up to about the 29-yard line, maybe a gain of 2.
And Jake has a Calaveras Lumber scoring update for us.
Yes, so we got a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update and an injury update over there at Calaveras, or not at Calaveras, at Somerville and Sonora. So on the third play of the game, Sonora scores 7-0 to go on top of Somerville, but also the Somerville quarterback Brocchini is injured, has just got injured and is out of the game.
Sounds like a long night for Somerville.
Brocchini has been their starting quarterback since he's a senior this year since he was a sophomore.
That's going to hurt.
All right, second down. Davis wants to throw. He's looking. He wants to go deep. He's looking for Eckhart. Eckhart catches off the bounce. Oh, boy. There was great coverage there. The ball was tipped in the air. It was great concentration by Eckhart. He was able to haul it in and tackled at the 30-yard line for a first down, Mustangs. We look at this replay. Good coverage. Davis put it up there, trusting his receiver. Off the hands. Eckhart kept his concentration, was able to bring it in, brought down to the 30-yard line. Big play, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
And I'll tell you, that was actually a perfectly thrown ball by Davis as the defender was behind deeper than the receiver. If that ball would have just gone a little bit farther, it would not have been a capturable ball. Well placed by Davis. Well, inside counter not going anywhere there, huh, Frank?
Yeah, I was straight ahead this time and didn't catch anybody by surprise. That was Flores. on the inside. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You know, Davis still doesn't look big out there because he's got some big boys he's standing against. But if you guys remember last time we saw Davis, he was what you would probably call an undersized quarterback. He was very short. He's grown. He had a nice little growth spurt. Still not a big guy, but I wouldn't say he's all that short anymore. And he's definitely making some nice throws out here.
He certainly has improved his throwing for sure. Davis wants to throw. Oh, he's got his receiver wide open on a little hitch and go. Touchdown, Mustangs. I want to see this. That was such a good route. He did a little hitch and go, and look at the defender bite on this. Look at the defender bite on this, and Davis put the ball right on the money. He did a little stutter. Look at everybody goes, even the safety bit. Wide open, Davis put it right on him for the touchdown. Beautiful route by Eckhart. Beautiful throw by Davis. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that was a really nice play. Another well-thrown ball by Davis, because if he didn't keep that height on that ball, there was another Calaveras defender coming through. He throws it on a sharp, straight line. That may be picked. Another well-placed ball by Bo Davis.
Kick is up, and it's good. It's 7:46 mark here in the second quarter. The Mustangs 14, Calaveras 6. We'll be back with more second quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here from Dan Barnett Field here. Scoreboard shows the Mustangs 14 after a great drive through the air. 7 minutes, 46 seconds, 14-6 in favor of the Mustangs. Mustangs set to kick, guys.
Oh, that was a 72-yard drive on 2 complete passes from David to Eckhart, and that ate up those 72 yards.
And just great play calls, great execution. And again, Bo Davis, man, he's putting the ball where it needs to be.
Eckhart made such a great move. He gave
did.
that stutter, the corner bit, and even the safety bit, and he was able to go by it, and Davis put it on the money. A kick going to go out of bounds. And so Calaveras is going to have the ball up at the 35-yard line. Oh, did it go in the end zone? Oh, it went in the end zone. Excuse me, that was a touchback. So Calaveras will start it at the 20. This will be their 5th possession of the half.
This is exciting football right here. Big plays. This reminds me of, maybe about Argonaut Calaveras game 10 years ago or something like that. Just big plays from both teams, and really an exciting ball game to watch here tonight.
It's really fun to call a traditional Mother Lode League matchup and see these teams performing like they are. I'm excited. This is fun. This is great. There's a great crowd. It's great to be back here watching high school football, calling high school football. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, because I am having fun. Calaveras, 1st and 10 for the 20. Tyler Bird, under center. Gives number 21 around the right side. Gets up across the 25-yard line. Nice gain on the play.
Hey, this game by no means over at all, but from what I've seen, I'm really looking forward to the big game this year. I think both of these teams are equally matched once they get that way, Argonaut and Amador. It's going to be a great game.
Well, it's coming up next week. It's going to be the end of the season. It just started, and we're going to be over, but Amador is going to be hosting the Mustangs next week in the big game, and with these relaxed restrictions on attendance, that's going to be exciting.
Be awesome.
2nd down and 5 for Calaveras. Motion coming from the right side. Straight ahead handoff, just trying to go off the right. They're going to be a little bit short of the 1st down. They're still in the scrum, pushing forward. Ball's going to be spotted a little bit short. That was Hopper, number 21 for Calaveras. Ball's going to be spotted about the 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1, the 28. So call it 3rd and 2.
One thing the Mustangs team does a good job of keeping their composure, coming off that big play. Hey, it might be easy to kind of lax. Oh, hey, we got the lead and everything else, but they come up more fired up coming out of a play like that, and the Mustang team not letting up.
All right, 3rd down and 2 for Calaveras. Ball sits at the 28-yard line. The yard to gain is the 30. Split backs in the backfield. Motion coming from the right side. Up, and there was jumping. I think they got Argonaut to move on that. Elmore, I think, was the one that got across the line. I think it was Elmore. 5 yards against Argonaut. That's going to be an automatic first down for Calaveras. The easy way.
Yep. And I just said how they're keeping their composure, and there you go. But that was a third down and short, and they were trying to get that.
That's just kids, adrenaline going and excited, and cross county rivals, and they're just excited right now, and it's hard to contain that sometimes. 1st and 10 for Calaveras, ball at the 34-yard line. Split backs, 2 receivers to the left, straight ahead handoff. Nothing going on there.
And he took a shot. It was a clean hit, but as he was being held up, Rowdy came in and put a lick on him.
That was Roddy that came in and hit him right away.
Was that 16, Frank? Was that Orlandi?
That was Orlandi.
Was it?
And Roddy put the hit on him. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Calaveras.
And Hunter Voss disrupted that play as well to start. Hunter Voss, I'm telling you, shout out to Hunter's mom if you're listening tonight. Good friend, but I'll tell you what, he's looking like a stud here again tonight.
2nd down and 10. Bird's going to go from the shotgun. Motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to Orlandi, trying to get around the right side. He turns the corner. He's got some room, pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it.
Took down the stick. Don't know where the first down line is here right now, Frank.
There we go. He was pushed out just short. It's going to set up a 3rd down, a long 2, it looks like.
5:17 left to go here in the first half. If you guys remember, Argonaut deferred, so Argonaut will get the ball back to start the half. So this is a big drive. Calaveras is going to want to get on the board right here, I'll tell you that. They've got 5 minutes to do it.
3rd down and 3 for Calaveras. 2 receivers out to the left, single back in the backfield. Bird under center. Motion coming from the right. They're going to give it to the motion man across. He's got the first down across the 45-yard line up to around the 47. That'll be enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for Calaveras. Clock continues to tick with just under 5 minutes left to go in the half.
And that was Gonzalez on that play, Frank. And I'll tell you what, in a short yardage situation, that's exactly how you want to run that play. Hit the hole, make the hard cut, be decisive, go upfield, and that's how you get a first down.
Really good blocking up front there. Colton Clark came in and made the tackle, but not after the gain for the first down. Motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to number 26, trying to get around the right side. Gets maybe 1 or 2 on the play. That was Gonzalez.
You know, I've noticed here tonight, Frank, with the Mustang defenses, they make the adjustments quick. On plays where Calaveras has had success, they'll go back to the same play, and then the Mustangs shut it down. So they are making the corrections they need to make here tonight.
Ball's at the 49-yard line, gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Motion from the right. Going to give to him, trying to get around this side. Breaks 1 tackle, gets up to about the 46-yard line. That was number 16, Brandon Orlandi.
And Randy Fay gets in on the tackle, goes low, doesn't wrap up, has the right idea, and slows that play down right here. As you see Fage up here going down, hitting him at the waist.
They did
King
a nice
finishes him off.
Well, they did a nice job on sealing the edge. They got King out of the play in order to get the corner. King kept fighting, spun back around to finish off the tackle, but not till a nice gain by Calaveras. The ball sits at the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Calaveras. Orlandi gets the ball across the 35 to 40. The ball's on the ground. It's a fumble. I think there's a flag.
There was some confusion in the Argonaut secondary to start that play, too. That defense was not ready.
I think Calaveras recovered the fumble. I'm not sure what the flag was for. They're discussing it out on the field. The gain was enough for a first down up to the 37-yard line. We'll see what the flag was for. The flag came in late.
Very late.
Personal foul against the Mustangs. So that's going to be 15 yards from there. That'll take the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line, I believe. It's probably from the spot of the foul. I'm not sure exactly.
Did they say?
Oh, no, now they said it was
offset. Was it personal foul or holding?
There were two calls. Personal foul, holding. They declined the holding. I'm not sure. It's 1st and 10 Calaveras, and the ball's at the 37, and I'm not sure what the call was.
3 minutes left, first half.
Orlandi in motion, inside counter play, and it hit right away for a loss. What a nice play by number 49 or 47. Was that Voss?
It is. Jake, let's see this. I think Wynn's timing was bad because this play is supposed to happen a lot quicker. The Mustangs just sniffed this out. Just took him a while to get there, but I guess that was the play call. But the Mustangs.
Or was that Clark?
Saw that. That was 81, 47, and
no, this right here.
Elmore.
No, that was Elmore. That was Elmore that made that tackle. There were some other guys that finished it up, but Elmore shot that gap there on that counter and made the tackle for a loss of 1. 2nd down at 11. Orlandi goes in motion. They're going to give it to him. He ran into his own man. Now he gets hit in the backfield. There's going to be a big loss on the play. He ran into his own man as he came around here.
And I don't think that was on him. I think that was confusion with Gonzalez there.
It's
or
almost, no, he thought there was going to be an inside handoff there. Orlandi was hit, and then the defense shot through. He was hit at the 42-yard line and driven back. Let's see, they spotted at the 41. So it'll be 3rd down and 14 for Calaveras. And I think the slot
He thought it was a reverse.
He thought there was supposed to be an inside handoff coming back in, and he runs right into Orlandi that blew up that play. Bird's going to go from the shotgun, 3rd and long. He's looking right. He had trip receivers to the right. He throws high. It's complete, but well short of the first down. Definitely 4-down territory at this point as the ball was completed to the 31-yard line.
Nice pass coverage by the Calaveras offense there. Rowdy was in on that, and a couple guys just put him on his back right there. Really nice pass coverage.
By the Calaveras offense?
By the Calaveras offense.
There was good pass coverage there?
There was. It worked this time.
Man, I've never seen good pass coverage by the offense before.
That's
protection. A pretty good trick.
Sorry, Frank. Pass protection. Protection.
The 31-yard line, I'm just busting your chops a little bit.
No,
4th down and 4. Ball at the 31-yard line for Calaveras. Big play here for the Mustangs. 52 seconds left to go in the half, leading. Now there's a timeout. Calaveras going to take a timeout. They want to talk about this. We're going to be back. 47 seconds left in the half. 14 Mustangs. Calaveras 6. We'll be back.
Are you planning a landscaping project? Don't have the right tools for the job? Let Campbell Construction General Engineering Incorporated give you a hand. Campbell Construction in Sutter Creek has everything you'll need for your project. From rock, bark, mulch, sand, and planting soil to a full line of tool and equipment rentals, excavators, water pumps, wood chippers, and dump trailers, and now offering cart-away ready-mix concrete. Campbell Construction has everything you'll need to get the job done right. Locally owned and operated since 2005, they're open Monday through Saturday at 175 Sutter Hill Road, Sutter Creek. Call them today, 267-5998. That's 267-5998. Campbell Construction. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 47 seconds left to go in the half. Calaveras with the ball, 4th down and 4 from the 32-yard line. Bird operating for the shotgun. Motion from the right. Bird wants to throw. He's going for the end zone. He's look out a receiver. Touchdown!
And that was just a great throw and a great pass. Great job by the receiver, number 5, of basically shielding off the defender, not letting him get to it. If you see here on the replay, Frank, it's over the
Jake Black,
middle of the field here. Just a great throw, great catch. Well
Boy,
done
that
by
was
Calaveras.
really close. Whether he got in or not, they called it a touchdown, and there is no replay in high school football, so it'll go down as a 32-yard touchdown pass. Bird to Black with 47 seconds left to go on a 4th and 4 play.
Huge. As I was saying earlier, the Mustangs are set to get this ball back at the start of the second half, and if they would get that ball and score, that potentially could have been a 2-possession lead, but not now. Calaveras getting on the board.
Calaveras going to go for 2 here. Bird under center, motion from the left, trying to tie this up at halftime. Give it around the right, nothing going on there. Nice job by the Mustang defense there. That was Josiah Saunders.
Nice job.
39 seconds left to go. We're going to keep it right here. The Mustangs lead 14-12.
Man, that's deflating. I'll tell you what. As I was saying, the Mustangs were looking forward to going in with a one touchdown lead. Now they still got a two point lead, which is nice. But
you got to give credit where credit was due. Calaveras
they did a great
took that
job.
ball. They went on an 80-yard drive. It was a touchback on the kickoff. They started 1st and 10 from the 20, marched the ball down the field, and on 4th and 4, instead of looking for the first down, they had another timeout in their pocket. They went for the end zone, and Bird threw a nice pass. Black hauled it in at the goal line. Touchdown, Calaveras.
I like the patterns, too. When we saw them against Amador, everything was up the field. And that was deep, but it wasn't just a go route. It looks like they're doing a little bit more with the patterns in this passing game here tonight than we saw against Amador.
Well, and these conditions
favor
that a little bit. When they kept trying to throw a go route in the pouring rain against Amador, I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Those are really low percentage completion passes. So 39 seconds left. I think this is probably going to be a squib kick, and Argonaut's going to be pretty satisfied, I think, to take a 14-12 lead in the halftime. We'll see.
You think they kneel it, Frank? You think they run a play?
No, they kicked it off deep all the way back to the 10-yard line. It was fielded there up to the 20, to the 25, trying to get back to the 30, still on his feet. Now he's hit. Going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. There's 29 seconds left to go. I'm guessing they
with this much field, I think they kneel it.
I'm thinking you kneel it down. I mean, you know, I don't see the risk and reward here. Just doesn't seem much. I mean, hey, you try to throw a Hail Mary maybe, catch him asleep.
But a Hail Mary with a return puts you in field goal position. That wouldn't be too good, right?
29 seconds left, 1st and 10. We'll see the ball's right at the 30-yard line for the Mustangs. I'm thinking they're going to just call it a day.
I'm assuming that's
Davis
my guess.
is in shotgun.
Nope.
Eckhart goes into motion, inside handoff, breaks a tackle that was Flores, gets up to the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, and I think that'll be the last play of the half. Argonaut's calling a timeout. Argonaut's calling a timeout. There's 18 seconds left, and they says, well, I can't take these timeouts. I can't add them on to the second half. I might as well use them.
Play to win the game, I guess, huh? They're being aggressive, that's for sure.
Well, we'll see what they've got in mind. I don't know. I still think they have another. I still think they have another timeout. I don't think. I think Argonaut's got another timeout left. I don't think they throw deep here. I think they've got time to run one more play. If they don't do anything, they use their last timeout, and then they throw deep. However, the backside of that is the defense then knows that you're going to do that, right? So maybe you take a shot now. I'm not sure that I would, but.
Hey, Frank Stradamus, I want to pull a little Tony Romo. Hook and lateral right here. That's what they're going to do. Eckhart's going to come out here. He's going to do a little button hook. They're going to throw it to him, and then Sanders will be going out. He'll pitch it to him up the field.
Well, Eckhart
never mind.
Into motion. Davis wants to throw. He wanted to hit Elmore on the crossing route. He ends up getting sacked. That'll be the last play of the half. 8, 7, 6. That'll do it for the first half. First half is in the books. Argonaut Mustangs 14, Calaveras football team 12. Man, this has been an exciting first half.
Good
Stay
football.
with us. We'll be back for a halftime breakdown and back with second half action right after this. Glad you're with us because this is fun.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoyed tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. Hometown radio for Amador and Calaveras counties is KVGC Jackson, San Andreas, Sutter Creek, the voice of the Gold Country. Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field here. The first half has just gotten underway, or just has wrapped up here. Scoreboard shows Calaveras 12, the Argonaut Mustangs 14. And we want to thank, of course, our sponsors. JD, you want to read down our sponsors real quick?
Our pre-game sponsor today, Camps Propane. As always, since day one, a big shout out to Camps Propane. Give them a call for all your propane needs, of course. Our halftime show will be brought to us by Conifer Communications and Mark Twain Medical Center. After the game, the post-game will be sponsored by Nexus Youth and Family Services. And you keep hearing Jake's scoring updates brought to us by Calaveras Lumber.
All right, and we will be back with the halftime report in just a minute.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Real quick, the Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update that we got going on here. So in the second quarter right now at, I'm not sure if they're playing in Sonora or at Somerville, but the scoreboard shows Sonora 14, Somerville 8. Remember, Brocchini, who is the Somerville quarterback, is out due to injury there. And the scoreboard shows here for the Mustangs 14, Calaveras 12. And the cheerleaders are doing their routine on the field. Guys.
I'll tell you what, that Argonaut cheer squad looks pretty good. Frank, I don't know if you remember when I used to do cheer. I was the high flyer there, do the flips and everything. Man, those young women, they could throw me really well when I was in high school.
I don't quite remember that, but
No.
Anyway, we'll save that for another conversation.
A bunch of injuries and stuff. I had to give it up, but yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, this first half was all about the big play, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean-
man, it sure was, Frank.
I mean, you look, Argonaut gets on the board. Their first score on a 99-yard touchdown run by Flores at the 4:02 mark of the quarter. Then Calaveras scores on a 54-yard touchdown run by Orlandi. Then Argonaut comes back and goes on a 72-yard drive, which consisted of two pass plays Davis to Eckhart, the last one being a 30-yarder for the touchdown to take a 14-6 lead with 7:46 left to go in the half. Argonaut Calaveras gets the ball back. They drive all the way down to the 32-yard line. They've got it 4th and 4 with 47 seconds left. And they complete a 32-yard pass, Bird to Black. The extra point was blocked, and we're at halftime with Argonaut leading 14-12. Just an exciting half of football.
What a big drive that last one was for Calaveras. As you said, they started on the 20. They marched their way down, convert that 4th down, and then the completion. And they did that, I believe, with 5 minutes to go, basically, between 5 and 6 minutes left?
No, they had a lot of time. There was
more time?
Argonaut scored their last touchdown with 7:46 left to go in the half.
7:46.
So they had a lot of time, but they
used almost all that time, huh?
Well, they were down to 40-something seconds.
Yeah.
They scored. When they scored that touchdown, there were 39 seconds left to go on the clock.
So one thing I like to see out of teams, I always try to see, okay, you've got the big play ability. That's nice. Can these teams sustain a drive? Can they continue to move the ball? And both teams have shown that they've had some sustained drives, and then they've had, not quite as much as I think they'd like to see, but there's been some success. But the big plays come out, and, man, it's been an exciting game. Like in baseball, I don't want to just see all home runs. We want to see some base hits. We want to see guys move on the bases, but those home runs are exciting, right? And here's the same thing here. These big plays, it's just been an exciting game, and it's not big plays because the defense completely broke down. These are big plays because the offense is doing their job, and it's just been exciting through the air, on the ground. I mean, what can you say?
There weren't many singles in that first half.
There wasn't a lot.
There was a lot of triples and homers. I mean, if we want to do it a baseball analogy, which would be proper since opening day was yesterday.
Perfect season for
I
it.
won't even tell you about how bad I feel about the Giants loss.
That
last
bullpen
night.
looked great.
Tell me about it.
Anyway, no. How about the 3-batter minimum rule?
Yeah.
Did that kill? Anyway,
Yeah.
we're calling high school football, so we're not going to digress here. So we've got 4:04 left to go before they have the 3-minute warm-up. We're going to send it back to the studios now, get a word from our sponsors. We're going to be back.
And before that, Frank, one thing, shout out to Mr. King and his class, the video class here. Do a great job with the scoreboard, everything that they've done. So big shout out to King and the class.
We'll be back with second half high school football right after this.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness.
From ABC News, I'm Daria Albinger. Investigators have plenty of questions about the man they believe was behind today's deadly attack on U.S. Capitol Police officers. But ABC's Andy Field says some of them may never be answered.
Police telling ABC News that the Capitol attack driver, who was killed by Capitol Police, was 25-year-old Noah Green, who has ties to Virginia and Indiana. Investigators now combing through what appears to be his social media postings. Both the D.C. and Indianapolis FBI offices are looking into Green's background and what may have prompted the attack.
Capitol Police Officer William Evans was fatally injured in the attack. That is a solemn procession today of police cars and motorcycles as Evans' body was transported to the medical examiner. He's the fourth Capitol Police officer to die in the line of duty this year. Major League Baseball is pitching its All-Star game to another city. It's pulling out of Atlanta in response to Georgia's new election law.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, Republican, to ABC affiliate WSB-TV.
Major League Baseball has caved to the cancel culture and a bunch of liberal lies.
Georgia Democratic activist Stacey Abrams has warned that boycotts hurt minorities and says she's disappointed by baseball's decision, but that Republicans should have anticipated a backlash. Georgia Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, a Republican, says not all the facts have been considered in the decision, but also cites what he calls calls President Trump's post-election misinformation campaign for dividing the nation. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
California was one of the states that was hit the hardest in the COVID-19 pandemic, and now it's going to be lifting more pandemic restrictions. It's going to allow indoor activities to resume, including NBA games, concerts, and theater performances at limited capacity and with mask requirements. You're listening to ABC News.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
For the second year in a row, Pope Francis celebrated Good Friday inside St. Peter's Basilica.
Rather than the usual thousands crowding into St. Peter's Basilica, several hundred, mostly nuns and clerics, attended today's Good Friday Mass. 84-year-old Francis, in a long red robe, lay face down and prayed in silence before praying aloud for the victims of the pandemic. Italy has seen a resurgence of COVID illness and deaths over the past month, with tight restrictions in place again. The Way of the Cross, usually a candlelit procession at Rome's Colosseum, was also held inside St. Peter's Basilica this evening due to COVID, with meditations written by Italian children. Megan Williams, ABC News, Rome.
Not everyone supports so-called vaccine passports.
Over 70 British lawmakers signaling their opposition to vaccine passports, which are being discussed as a way to decide who to let into pubs, theaters, and other areas as the country tries to reopen after a lockdown that went on for months. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has already said that a certificate is likely to be needed for international travel. Critics say the proposal is discriminatory and divisive. Inez de la Cuetara, ABC News, Paris.
A rare, unopened copy of Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Bought in 1986, sold at auction for $660,000. Heritage Auctions says the game was bought as a Christmas gift, put in a drawer and forgotten about until it was found this year. This is ABC News.
It's all about the nose. It's your air filter, the first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. If too many germs get stuck in your nose, guess what? You get sick. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like washing your hands. Now there's a better way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself. It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, bacteria, and viruses. At Navage.com, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath, Target, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Daria Albinger, ABC News.
This is Amador County Club Live. We are here to tell you about Casey's Pledge. Casey was 20. She spent most of her teen life helping others, recognizing the dangers of drinking and driving, as well as underage alcohol use. She was on her way home to celebrate her mom's birthday.
He was 18 on his way to work. It was Wednesday at 6 p.m. He had a .19 blood alcohol content. He struck Casey head-on and killed her. Casey will not have a college graduation, and no wedding, and no children, no Christmas, and no more visits with her mom or birthday celebrations.
Could this be you? Could this be your boyfriend, girlfriend, or best friend? Do something. Help someone. Help yourself. Be a part of Casey's Pledge by pledging to be sober or pledge to not drink and drive.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC, and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field here. We're about to kick off with a second half action here. We don't have much time for anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and just send it back to you guys we'll talk about the scoring updates and everything during the game.
Yeah, Jake will give us a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update when we get a break here in the action. But, Frank, they look like they're ready to go.
They are ready to go. Second half action, 14 for the Mustangs, 12 for Calaveras. Calaveras will be kicking off as Argonaut won the toss, and they have deferred, as has been the case in every game so far. They've won the toss all 3 games that they've played.
And they've gone in with a lead in those other 2 games, a pretty hefty lead, but a little bit different tonight. This is going to be nice to get the ball back here to start the half, up by 2, the Mustangs 14-12.
All right, beautiful spring evening on this Friday before Easter.
Finally got dark, feels like Motherlode League football.
Hopper kicks off, fielded at the 16-yard line. That's by Saunders. He's trying to get around the side, and boy, he just got strung out there and didn't get much past the 25. I think they're going to mark it right at the 25. That's where Argonaut's going to have it for their first possession here of the second half. 14-12, Mustangs lead it. First possession, 1st and 10 from the 25.
But to start the game, Mustangs' first possession, I believe they went 3 and out.
Yes, they did.
They did, so they're going to want to get things going here to start the second half a little bit better than the first half.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Davis in the shotgun. Eckhart split out left. Motion coming from the straight ahead handoff. I believe that was to number 44, Flores, or might have been Hernandez. Check that.
I believe it was Hernandez, Frank.
Number 33, Zach Hernandez.
I like Hernandez, too. When we saw him last season, was really impressed, and he's had some nice runs this year.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. So Randy Bittner could not make the game tonight. So Joey Geedy is the stadium announcer, and he's doing a good job over there.
Doing a great job, Joe.
Nice job right there by number 44. That was Flores, who came off the right side. Nice gain on the play up to the 38-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Number 14.
Hey, McElfish is back.
McElfish is back in the game, shuttling in the plays as Hernandez comes out.
Again, McElfish looked really good in that first game, and we haven't really seen him since.
He was starting on the left wing. You know, he got hurt in that game. He's back in now at the fullback position. Motion comes. They're going to give it to him straight ahead. He's going to be well short of the 1st down. And I'm guessing Amador's going to, or Argonaut, jeez. Wow.
Running through them all.
Argonaut's going to punt here with a 4th down and 2 with the ball sitting on the 33-yard line. But Saunders comes in, King comes out.
Well, it looks like they might be going for it.
I can't imagine.
Unless
they might try to get they might try to get him to jump.
But they're not going to want to waste a timeout,
I can't. Maybe they'll just take the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah,
I can't imagine they're going to snap this football. And they almost got him to go. Saunders goes into motion. Yeah, they were trying to get it. Now they call it timeout. That's just an awful way to burn an early timeout.
I don't like the timeout. I'm with you. I would have taken the 5 yards, Frank, and just kicked it 5 yards.
I just don't know.
Or punted it to start.
I just don't know that in a 14-12 game you want to burn one of your 3 timeouts a minute and 7 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
I'm not surprised to see Argonaut try the hard count, but I would have thought maybe hard count and then bounce back into to punt or like you said, take the penalty.
Give up the 5 yards and put it on my defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just don't want to burn that time out there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they went with that. I really am, Frank.
But that's what we got. So timeout for the Mustangs.
But I'll also say there's a reason I'm up here, not down there. So, but 14-12 Mustangs, 9:53 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and 1 timeout gone there for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper needs to update those timeouts for us up there, though. Calaveras only got 1 left, huh?
All right, here we go. 4th down for the Mustangs, punting formation. Kick is off. It's high but short. Hits at about the 45-yard line, kind of bounces sideways. I can't really say it's an Argonaut bounce. Ball is going to be touched down at the 43, where Calaveras is going to have it in pretty good field position to start the second half.
All right.
All right, so first and 10, they end up spotting at the 44, not the 43. So good field position for Calaveras, best field position they've had since their second possession of the first quarter. So it'll be first and 10 for Calaveras as Bird breaks the huddle. Trips out here to the left. Single back in the backfield. Motion coming this way. They're going to give number 26 trying to get around, and he's grabbed almost immediately.
Look like a Rowdy Gage.
Let's see who was the first one in there. That was number 54. It was Gage Roddy, excuse me. Second down. It was gaining about 4 on the play, but or call it 3, second down and 7. For Calaveras. That was number 26. Gonzalez on the carry. Straight ahead handoff this time, and nothing going right in the center of the Argonaut defensive line.
I think it was Elmore, Frank.
We'll take a look on the replay here. Yeah, he was sitting right in the hole they wanted to run into, and that was Elmore that hit him head up. Ball sits now at the 48-yard line. It'll be third down and 6. 14-12, Mustangs lead here early in the third quarter.
If you check that out, that guard there, Frank, he's about 5'5", maybe. Doubt he's even 150 pounds. But he definitely gets a second level quick.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He's going to be well short of the first down. It'll be fourth down for Calaveras. See what they want to do. The ball sits right at the 50-yard line. It'll be a fourth down and 4.
So Argonaut went 3 and out on their first drive. Am I correct on that one?
Yeah.
Again, to start the second half.
Let's see, 4th and 4. I think they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. At least Bird's lining up, split backfield. 4th down and 4. Motion coming from the right side. Straight ahead handoff, and nothing going on there. They're going to turn the ball over and downs. What a great job by the defensive line.
He bounced out of it and
He's
rolled.
Still going to be short.
I don't know. They may measure that.
Oh, they're giving it to him. I didn't see the replay on this.
I wish I would.
I did not see how they bounced through there.
So are we going to get the play right? No.
Oh, we got Gage limping off the field. Wow. I did not see that. They give him the yard to gain. Ball up to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Calaveras. And it looked like to me it was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Handoff. Good gain on the play. First down on that play. Boy, who was that big?
53, Frank.
We haven't seen that guy carry the ball, but he was large.
That's a Gian Gregorio. Donovan.
Gian Gregorio is the linebacker. He's going to Oregon State on a wrestling scholarship. He had both hands tucked around that football, and he was just running forward. First down for Calaveras. Ball on the 34-yard line. Gian Gregorio again gets the ball, trying to go across the right side. Gets tackled after a gain of about 3. It'll be second down and 7.
And the difference in this ball game is a missed 2-point conversion. Well, first off, a blocked PAT, and then a missed 2-point conversion. So that's the difference in the ball game.
Exactly what happened in the Lake Tahoe Amateur game, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
They missed the kick, and then they went for 2 and didn't get it. They end up losing 20-18.
And I didn't see Calaveras' kicker practicing, so I don't know what kind of leg he has.
All right, second down. Straight ahead handoff this time. That was to Hopper, number 21.
Met by Elmore and a host of Mustangs.
Short of the first down, but it'll set up a third down and short. Looks like third and a little more than 1.
A yard and a quarter.
So Calaveras, a nice drive here. Second man through, that was Gian Gregorio again. He's got the first down. So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Calaveras. The ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line, just in between call it the 28. The nose of the football is the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Time-consuming drive here, 4:54 and counting here to go in the half. Calaveras started this drive on their 44-yard line, and they just kind of ground out a few first downs here.
And now they're just powering the ball.
They had it at 4th down and 4. Gonzalez in motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get it around the right side, and there was nothing going on there.
44.
As number 44 for Mateo Flores
Great
for
play.
Argonaut came up, and just nothing going on there. Actually a loss of, let's call it 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
See, Gonzalez gets the ball, gets a little depth here, and just flying in as Flores does an amazing job.
Well,
getting in the
Eric
backfield.
Freeman did a nice job of
He
penetration with forced Gonzalez to flare deep. And then Flores came in and was able to make the tackle. 2nd down and 13 for Calaveras. I formation, 2nd man through. That was Gian Gregorio again. Busts through the line, gets up to the 20-yard line. He's a big man coming through there, I can tell you that.
Really is. Runs very hard. And a few of these plays by Gian Gregorio, he's met that contact and then gained additional yards past, where their other backs don't seem to take on that first contact quite so well. It looks like 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter.
3rd down and 7 for Calaveras. Ball sits at the 20-yard line. Bird under center, I formation again. They're going to give it to Gian Gregorio again. They're going to keep feeding the big fella right there. And he goes all the way forward to the 15-yard line, close to the 1st down.
And there again, Frank, 4 yards after contact.
Hey, this is the first time we've seen him line up in the I formation with the big back, Gian Gregorio, and I guarantee you he's getting the football again. It's 4th down.
It's like Mustang football traditionally, wearing the other team down.
Gian Gregorio again in the backfield, and I would bet $100 that he's going to get it again, and he does, and it's a 1st down. He's just a big load going through that line. 1st down, Calaveras, ball up to about the 11-yard line.
And as you said, Frank, great drive. I talked about wanting to see those sustained drives, like to see it, and this is definitely one of them. They're definitely working this clock. Time of possession, field position, so many factors that can lead to victory in football, and that's one thing. Who's got the time of possession? And Calaveras, I believe, has got it tonight.
We talked about 7 possessions, offensive possessions in the first quarter. This is the 2nd possession of this quarter, and there's just over 2 minutes left.
And the Mustangs went 3 and out.
Jumped. Argonaut, I believe, is going to have to back up 5 yards on that. They're just getting a little bit anxious. 2:16 to go, 14-12 Mustangs, but the ball sits right now on the 6-yard line of Calaveras, where it will be 1st down and 5. They can get a 1st down without getting in the end zone.
And we've seen the Mustangs with some offside penalties. Seems like they're real aggressive, even timing the snap. And we've seen offside a few times this year with the Mustangs.
Gian Gregorio again, split backfield. Motion from Gonzalez coming from the right. Gian Gregorio's got it. He goes trying to go across the left, gets inside the 5-yard line where he stacked up there. I believe they're going to spot it at about the 4. So it'll be a 3rd down and 3.
And he is making those Mustangs work. One man ain't taking him down. Sorry, you even got Elmore in there trying to bring him down. 3 more Mustangs, and the pile's still moving. I mean, I'd like to see. It sounds weird,
and he's
but this
a
guy
wrestler.
must have some big old legs.
He's
man.
a wrestler. Okay, he's going to Oregon State on a wrestling scholarship, so he's got good balance.
Yep.
A lot of strength on his lower body, and that's a tough man to deal with. And he is back in there again in the I formation, and they're going to give it to him again. And they're going to keep feeding that hoss, and he gets into the end zone for the easy touchdown.
That ain't going to cut it for the Mustangs. I'll tell you what, if they don't figure something out defensively, that's Calaveras definitely will pull away in this game. Mustangs are going to have to get on the board, as Calaveras has shown. They can run the clock out. They can definitely control that ball.
Well, they took it all the way down to 118 here in the third quarter. Calaveras takes their first lead of the night.
So even with a 2-point conversion here, if they convert that, they would only be up by 6. So it's still a 1-possession ball game no matter what the Mustangs would do with the extra point opportunity. So
if anybody would like to make a wager who's going to get this football, I'm in, as long as you don't take number 53, because he's my guy. They're going to go for 2.
Unless they get cute, but I don't think they will.
Gian Gregorio is going to get the football. Everybody on Argonaut should know that. And he's got it. And he's driving forward, and he got it. It's that second effort. He just kept pushing in, and they made the 2-point conversion. So with 1:18 left to go here in the third quarter, Calaveras takes their first lead of the night, 20. Mustangs 14. We'll be back with more high school football right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here. 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Calaveras, for the first time tonight, has gone into the lead 20-14 after a nice 56-yard drive, which basically was made up of one guy, Donovan Gian Gregorio, pushed an onside kick, a squib kick. Argonaut's going to cover the football at the 37-yard line.
Maybe they thought they had something, put the nail in the coffin, but you're just giving up field position.
Well, it wasn't that. They saw something on film. Yep. Either on the early kickoffs, the Argonaut defense was retreating on the kick, so they just thought they'd try a squib kick. Ball's at the 37-yard line. I mean, decent field position, not great. But I don't have a problem with that call.
Hey, so real quick, guys, I have a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update at the end of the first half. Sonora 14, Somerville 8.
Wow, close game down there.
Definitely.
We saw Calaveras just manhandled Somerville last week. Davis wants to throw. Looking over. Oh, almost intercepted. He tried to force that into triple coverage. He was throwing it to Saunders, the intended receiver. Oh, there's some yakking going on out there between Black and Saunders.
And I'll tell you what, Frank, I tend to agree with you on that first onside kick there, considering the fact that their defense held Argonaut to a 3-and-out last time, and Argonaut didn't look like they had an answer.
But that was
they got to have confidence in their defense.
No, it was based on film consistency.
Oh, definitely.
They saw something that they thought maybe they could exploit. 2nd down and 10. Davis going to give it to Eckhart, trying to get around the right side, gets across 40-yard line, tackled immediately at about the 42. Excuse me, that was Flores Mateo. Mateo Flores up to the 42-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Argonaut. And the last thing Argonaut wants to do right now after that long drive by Calaveras is go 3-and-out.
Absolutely.
45 seconds to counting left to go here in the third quarter, trailing for the first time tonight, 20-14. 3rd down and 6. Davis in the shotgun. Eckhart goes into motion. Straight ahead handoff, which was an interesting call. That was Hernandez that takes the ball up to the 45-yard line, but it is going to be short, and it's going to set up a 4th down. I believe Argonaut's going to let this clock run out. They'll be able to discuss it, and that's where we're going to go to the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, Frank, the Mustangs were having great success in between the tackles in the first half. Second half, Calaveras has made the appropriate adjustments. Shout out to that coaching staff at halftime, because so far, at least, they made the correct
Argonaut doesn't want to snap this ball. There it is, the end of the third quarter. In the end of the third quarter, we got 1 quarter left to go. Look at the scoreboard. Calaveras football team 20, Argonaut Mustangs 14. Mustangs on the drive. Big 4th down play coming up. We'll be back. 4th quarter action right after this.
Are you planning a landscaping project? Don't have the right tools for the job? Let Campbell Construction General Engineering Incorporated give you a hand. Campbell Construction in Sutter Creek has everything you'll need for your project. From rock, bark, mulch, sand, and planting soil to a full line of tool and equipment rentals, excavators, water pumps, wood chippers, and dump trailers, and now offering cart-away ready-mix concrete. Campbell Construction has everything you'll need to get the job done right. Locally owned and operated since 2005, they're open Monday through Saturday at 175 Sutter Hill Road, Sutter Creek. Call them today, 267-5998. That's 267-5998. Campbell Construction. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, Davis is going to keep it on a 4th down run. It is close.
It's hard to tell from this angle as we're, kind of an angle behind it, but
it was close. Davis kept it on the quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down. Boy, that was a gutsy call right there.
Tell you.
And Argonaut, that was a really important play in this game. If they didn't convert there and they gave the ball back to Calaveras inside their own 50-yard line, wow. Gian Gregorio.
Yeah.
But first and 10 for the Mustangs. Motion coming from the right. Davis pitches it out. Trying to get around the corner is Saunders. He's brought down, I think, a loss of a yard on the play.
As I was saying, the Calaveras coaching staff has to have confidence in their defense right now, and based on some decisions they've made, it definitely shows that that's the case. But Argonaut, I think, doesn't possibly have that confidence in their defense going for it there on that 4th down, because Calaveras just showed them they can pound that rock with Gian Gregorio and run the clock down. Maybe they were afraid they might not get another chance. I don't know, Frank.
They're going to get another chance. 2nd and 11. Davis wants to throw. Throws it quick. Completed. Oh, there's your hook and lateral.
There it is.
To Saunders around the right corner to first down. That was where you wanted.
And the reason I called that earlier in the game is because I've seen the Mustangs do it out of this formation, and they do it successfully. Thought they may do it last half, but
so Davis throws out to Eckhart. Eckhart pitches it back to Saunders, and he gets the first down where he's tackled inside the 40-yard line at the 39. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs trail by 6, folks. They score a touchdown. It's automatically tied up. The kick would put them into the lead if they score.
1st and 10. Davis in the shotgun. Flores goes in motion. Davis wants to throw. He's got a receiver open. Complete. That's another first down for the Mustangs. Really nice throw, Davis to Eckhart.
And you know what, Frank? That out pattern, that way, consistently we've seen Davis throw that behind the receiver. We've seen it all season, just a little bit behind him. Eckhart did a really nice job there to stop, and the ball landed right on him. Really a nice pattern and understanding where that ball was going to end up by Eckhart.
Well,
better catch and throw on that play.
I don't think that was an out pattern. He just went out and he settled down into the zone, and you're just giving your quarterback a target.
Same pattern he's throwing on the back shoulder.
That wasn't a down and out. He just went in and just turned around and settled down.
Yep, exactly.
Davis wants to throw again. This time he gets the big fella out to the right. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets inside the 25-yard line, and that's a load to bring down right there.
Hey, Argonaut moving the ball through the passing game, looking good here. And that stayed in bounds, Frank, so that keeps the clock moving. Looks like we're under 10 minutes now, 9:50 left to go here in the ball game. Mustangs want to get in the end zone, but I imagine they'd like to either do it really quick or run a little bit more time off this clock.
I think they'd like to run a lot more time off this clock. Ball sits at the 23-yard line, 2nd down, and let's call it 6. Davis, inside handoff to Saunders, gets close to first down yardage. Let's see where they spot it. Man, looks like they're going to spot it just outside the 22-yard line. It's going to be a little bit short.
And Sanders really has vision. When he comes through there, it's almost like Le'Veon Bell. It looks like he's almost timid, or he's not running, or he's not hitting the hole, but he's getting positive yards, and it's decision-making basically. But he's got really good vision. Sometimes maybe like to see him run it harder, but very shifty back once he gets in the hole.
Well, sometimes
he's really a vision guy.
You need to be able to speed up and slow down following your blocks there.
Let it develop.
So 3rd down. Obviously 4-down territory for the Mustang. Calaveras almost jumped right there, then Argonaut moved. False start on Argonaut on the left side. That's going to back them up. I believe that was Flores that moved.
And stopped the clock. 8:47 left here in the ballgame.
So that's going to back them up 5. Bad penalty right there. That'll set up a 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs, down by 6, 8:46 and counting now. Davis brings the Mustangs to the line. Eckhart split out to the left. Davis wants to throw. He's looking. He's under stress. Oh, boy, lucky that wasn't picked off. He had some rushing. He had to get rid of that, and there was triple coverage there. There was a lot more white jerseys than green, and they was trying to get it to Flores, and lucky that one that wasn't intercepted.
Too, I've been really impressed with Davis this season, but there again, that out pattern there, just consistently behind the receiver. He's got to get that ball out a little bit more.
That was all because of the pressure. He threw it off his back foot. He didn't have time to set up, and he just got rid of it. That was an ill-advised throw. He should have just thrown it out of bounds. 4th down right now, 4th and 6. Big play, 8:29 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Motion coming from the right. Davis wants to throw. They're setting up a screen. They've got it to Saunders. He's hit, and he's going to be well short. The Mustangs are going to turn it over on downs, and Calaveras is going to take over with 8:19 left to go here in the game, leading by 6. That 5-yard penalty really was costly.
Oh, huge.
So Calaveras is going to take over at the 23-yard line. And Argonaut needs a big stop right now, a 3 and out to get this football back.
Indeed.
Whistle, timeout, Calaveras. We're going to send it back to the studios to get a word from our sponsor. We'll be back. 18:19 left to go in the game. We'll be back.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field here with about 8 minutes and 19 seconds here left in the ball game. Calaveras taking over.
First and 10 for Calaveras, and the Mustang defense needs a stop right now. We've got Calaveras back on the 23-yard line. Gian Gregorio is not in the game at this point. He was the motor horse. That's given to Gonzalez trying to get around the left side. He's got some room. He gets around 25 to the 30. That's a first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Wow, he's going to be spotted just short of the first down, it looks like. Flores knocked him out of bounds about a yard short, so it's going to be 2nd down and 1. The good thing about that is it stopped the clock. And remember, Argonaut burned that timeout early in the start of this second half on the 4th down. 2nd and 1. Bird wants to throw, which is, I'm totally shocked. Argonaut says, thank you, Calaveras, for doing that and stopping the clock.
Spigorelli, nice penetration there. Just overthrew that ball, Bird did.
8 minutes, 5 seconds, and the clock stops there in the fourth quarter.
Very, very interesting call there. On a 2nd and 1, on an incompletion, you stop the clock, which is at Argonaut's favor. You got to run that ball into line. You're overthinking it right now. 3rd down and 1 for Calaveras. Inside handoff to Hopper. He's got the first down. And so that'll move the chains. The clock continues to roll. We're under 8 minutes left here to go in the fourth quarter. Calaveras leading this one 20-14.
Tell you what, there's been several occasions in basically just opinion, but in my opinion, the turning point in this game is when they decided to start feeding that rock to Gian Gregorio.
Well, it certainly was effective on the last drive. He's not even in there now, but Argonaut knows that he's there, and Calaveras knows he's there if they need him. Handoff trying to get around the right side. Nice little run by Gonzalez this time. gain of about 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Clock continues to run. Again, remember that timeout that was burned by Argonaut early in the half might come back to haunt them. They might wish they had that in their pocket. 2nd down and 3 for Calaveras. The ball sitting on the 43-yard line. And now there's another timeout by Argonaut.
And we'll take a quick break, guys, for a sponsor break and bring it right back here, Jim.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're coming out of here. Timeout, 2nd down. Calaveras with the ball, guys.
All right, I'm not sure what that timeout was about. The Mustangs are down to 1 now. 2nd down and 3 for Calaveras. Gonzalez goes in motion. Big pressure underneath. Bird just throws it away. And Bird's crying and looking for a penalty. He's not going to get it.
You know, at this point, you're not going to catch anybody by a big surprise there. The only thing I can think, hey, you're 3, you think you're going to catch them off guard and surprise them, but come on, man. You got about 3 yards. I'm surprised they're doing that at this point. They need to control the clock and get the first downs.
Argonaut likes that they're throwing the ball. They have not been very successful. Their completion percentage is extremely low, and it has been the first game we saw them. And with Argonaut only having 1 timeout left, every completed pass is like another timeout.
Definitely.
So 3rd down and 3 for Calaveras. Big play for the Mustang defense. Motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to Hopper, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Elmore ended that play, folks, before it got started.
Oh, my. Now, Calaveras, I don't think they can go for it. They have to punt.
I don't see what.
They tried to give it to Hopper around the left side, and no, that was number 44 and 81. 54, excuse me.
Well, I was talking
81. That was Gage Roddy and King.
I was talking before the tackle, though. Look, Elmore got in there and just pushed his defender back into the running back. And
4th down, Calaveras is going to punt. Argonaut's going to get the ball back. Fair catch called. Oh, no.
Yeah, but he didn't give him enough room. There's got to be a penalty on that.
I don't think so. I've got to look at this. He called for a fair catch, and then he backed away. I don't know if it touched him.
I think he dropped it, Frank. But they have to give him a cushion. Jake, is it 2 yards?
Well, the officials are conversing right now. There was not a flag thrown.
There is one on the field now. We see it down there. Right here now.
I see it now, but it wasn't thrown at the time of the play. They're conversing. And I guarantee you, I've complained about Argonaut not coming up and catching the ball on the fly. That is the reason Coach Davis doesn't like that to happen. And I guarantee you that's the last time you'll see that this year.
You know, at the time, it didn't look like he gave him the cushion needed. And Jake, did you say it looked like he almost was pushed into?
Well, I don't.
He tried to stop short, but he ran right into it. The gunner number 53 there for Calaveras, he tried to stop up, but he couldn't see, and he tried to stop up, try to definitely guard, but he ran right into him. Ran right into him.
I'm not sure I saw it that way. We'll see. They're still conversing.
He picks up the flag, but he doesn't wave it off.
Well, the white hat's going to give a signal. It is going to be against Calaveras
for interference,
for not allowing room for the catch.
So the Mustangs will get the ball there, plus how additional yards tacked on.
Wow, that was a gift for Argonaut with 6:13 left, and they're going to now march off that penalty, and Argonaut's going to start in great field position on the Calaveras 45-yard line.
So we went from a fair catch, basically, to a 10-yard return. That's basically how this shakes out now.
And so they have 45 yards to go with 5:13 left, and this is what this game's going to come down to.
Or
down
6:13,
by
sorry,
6.
Frank.
Davis wants to throw. Oh, he overthrew his intended target. He was trying to get it to Elmore, and he got hit when he delivered that. Be second down and 10.
This Calaveras defense has really tightened things up here in the second half. Mustangs have plenty of time, over 6 minutes left to go, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. But Argonaut decides to go to the air on their last two drives on the first play of both drives.
I don't like that. I don't like that play. Why put Hernandez into motion and empty your backfield? That's telling Calaveras you're going to throw the football.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the play concept.
Nice
now
draw.
He wants to throw again, and he throws it a draw this time to Hernandez. Be a short gain on the play. It's going to set up 3rd and long.
Looked like there was actually some daylight there, but maybe a yard, huh, Frank?
No, he got more than that. He got it like 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7. But, I mean, obviously we're in 4-down territory now with 5:40 and counting left.
So we're looking at 3rd and 8.
But those down and distance situations are difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd down and a long 7. Motion coming from the right side. Davis wants to throw. He's got a wide receiver. Oh, my God.
Flores just didn't get his head around. Looked kind of like a pop pass, and he's just run up the field not looking for the ball. And it looks like Davis put a ball on. If he was looking, would have been a very catchable ball.
He caught Calaveras in a blitz, and it was wide open over the middle. There he came blitzing up the middle, and he just looked the wrong way. He threw it to his right. He was looking to the left. That was a touchdown.
Honestly, I think that play is designed to look inside, not outside. But I don't know. I don't know the play.
Well, regardless, that was a missed opportunity, and now it's 4th down, and this is pretty much the ball game. Reverse to Saunders, and he has nowhere to go.
And what it basically did is it just put him 5 yards deep in the backfield on that second handoff, and by that time, Calaveras was just waiting up at the line of scrimmage for him, and it met him there. And that, like Frank said, that could be the ball game here, folks, as Argonaut, that first, we questioned it, the first timeout they called on that very first drive, trying to get that jump, and they called the timeout and ended up punting in the first minute of the half here, and now that's leaving Argonaut without many timeouts, 5 minutes left to go. Well, they got to get some stops.
Then they called another one on 2nd down when they're on defense, which I have no idea. I mean,
you think one first down puts us away, Frank? 1 or 2?
Well, I would say 2 for sure.
2 first downs. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left.
There were 2-man movie. That's going to move the ball back. Motion came from the right, and Black also jumped from the or motion came from the left, and Black jumped from the right. That's going to back him up 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15. Probably the most important thing about that is it keeps the clock where it is, although the clock was stopped at the change of possession.
And that's just 5-yard difference right there. I mean, if Argonaut gets a stop, the better field possession they can have, the better things are going to work out. They're not going to have a lot of time if they do get the ball back.
1st and 15. They need to go ball hunting right now. Gonzalez goes into motion. They're going to give it to him around the left. Big gain on the play all the way down just inside the 50-yard line. Big, hard run by Gonzalez. Eckhart on the tackle.
He wasn't even touched till he got to the second level.
But that was a gain of 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. 4:46 and counting. Motion from the left. Going to give it to Gonzalez again, trying to get it right around the right side. Cuts it up inside. He's going to be brought down just short of the first down. That was by Elmore.
Looks like there's more of a hole, Frank, but it seems like Calaveras doing a better job of making that hard plant and getting that upfield, where in the first half they were stretching a lot of those out. And the Mustangs have great lateral movement from their defensive line and linebackers. It just wasn't working. But now they're hitting that, planting that foot and hitting it hard and getting positive yards. Mustangs seem a little deflated here.
3rd down and 1 for Calaveras. Straight ahead handoff. I think he got it.
Ooh, yeah.
I think he got it.
Second effort, he got it.
They're going to give him forward progress. He needed to get to the 50-yard line, and that looks like right where they're spotting it. They're going to move the chains on this. 1st down. So fresh set of downs, 3:55 left to go in this one. Calaveras leading 20-14. Again, Argonaut with only 1 timeout left. And they're about 1 more 1st down away from taking this one home. Bird under center, split backs in the backfield. Hopper gets the ball, trying to go off the left side. Gain of about 3, where he was brought down by the whole left side of the line over there on the defense. That's Slife, Roddy, and Elmore at the linebacker position. So it'd be a 2nd down. They're going to give him 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to run. 3:15 left.
Straight up.
We need a turnover right now. 3:05 left to go. The clock continues to run. Bird under center. Split backs again in the backfield. Gonzalez and Hopper. Motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to Black, trying to get it around the right side. He's chased down. Nice job right there. That was by Roddy, I believe. Gage Roddy chased him down from the backside, and he come up limping. You know, we talked about him being hurt, and he's only playing one way today, but he did a nice job chasing that one down.
You know, Frank, one thing Jake pointed out to me, and it is apparent here, Argonaut's defensive line, their first move is they're standing straight up, and that is not the first move a lineman needs to make, and basically setting themselves up to get blocked out of the play. They need to be firing off, playing a little more aggressive here, and I don't know what that's all about right now, but you'll see it right here on the defensive line, straight up.
3rd down and 5, trying to get around the left side to Black. He's got the 1st down, and that'll take it inside 2 minutes, and by right now,
ball game.
Mustangs are in trouble.
Mustangs have 1 timeout, folks, so they use that timeout. That's still 3 more, or at least 2 more plays the Calaveras can use to run the clock.
1st and 10, the ball sits just outside the 35-yard line, 1:45 and counting left to go in the game. Calaveras leading 20-14. It's been an entertaining football game here tonight. All the action coming in the first half. Calaveras has scored on a 56-yard drive here in the second half. That's been the only points allowed so far. Handoff this time, tackling the backfield by
Elmore. Turnover on downs.
On the 4th down, and so they're still live.
Hey, I thought it was a foregone conclusion they're going to have that 1st down, guys. Thought they'd hand it to Gian Grangorio and fall forward.
Well, I'll tell you what we got. We got 1 minute and 24 seconds left. The Mustangs have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Elmore's good at timing that snap, and another one of those. He timed it. He got in there like a missile. And, hey, at that point of the game, nothing really to lose.
1:24, 1 timeout. Davis in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He looks. He throws complete. Another hook and ladder. Elmore pitches it back to number 33, Hernandez, and that takes the ball all the way up.
And Hernandez did not get out of bounds, guys. They've only got 1 timeout, but a 1st down stops the clock here in high school football. Now, once they get on it, it'll start back up.
Ball's at the 37-yard line. They have not started the clock yet. Now it starts. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Give to Flores. Flores dances across the 35 down to about the 31-yard line.
Check out the
clock is running now under 1 minute.
Frank, check this replay really quick if Jake gives it to us. If he would have shot outside.
We've got to go right now. It's 2nd down and the clock's running out. Davis back to pass. He's in trouble. He holds on to the football. He's sacked. They have to use their last timeout right now. They call their last timeout, 50 seconds left.
I'll tell you, Flores might be kicking himself, folks. He came up that hole. If he would have shot that outside, he may have had a chance. But, hey, that's hard to see at that point where he was. Nothing against the young man, but ooh, there's a little bit of daylight on the outside on that last run.
All right, so the Mustangs call a timeout, 48 seconds left, 3rd down and 6. They cannot stop the clock other than out of bounds, incomplete pass, or a first down. They are out of timeouts. We talked about them burning that early timeout in the first half on the 4th down. The inexplicable call of timeout in the 2nd down on defense shortly after that left them with 1. We questioned it at that time. They find themselves down by 6 points with 48 seconds left. No timeouts, ball at the 32-yard line. They need something big to happen, and they need it to happen in a hurry. 3rd down and 6.
Hey, if you're like us up here, we don't have kids, we don't have family playing anything like that. This is just an exciting football game no matter who you're rooting for.
Davis is going deep. He's got, just off the outreach hands of Eckhart.
Oh, would that have been a beautiful play.
I'll tell you, Davis trusts Eckhart. And
it wasn't a bad ball by Davis
No,
either,
it was a
Frank.
good throw, but it was good coverage. And just out of the reach. And here we go, 4th down. This is the ball game right here,
on
44.
a go route, you see him put the ball just out of his reach. Could have been caught, but would have been one heck of a catch, I'll tell you that. But not a bad ball by Davis right there, especially in a moment like this with all the pressure.
44 seconds left. Why they came in and changed the ball right there is beyond me, but they did. Doesn't matter. 4th down. Here's the play of the game. Now there's a whistle. Calaveras brought in another ball, and I'm not sure why. And now the officials are saying,
hey, Frank, I got lost. Is this 4th down or is this
it's
3rd down?
It's 4th down.
It is 4th down.
I'm not sure what the whistle was for. The ball boy on the Calaveras sideline came in with a late ball replacement. The official looked at the ball. All right, well, Eckhart's offsides. I can tell you that right now. He's lined up offsides. Davis wants to throw. He's going over just out of the reach of Eckhart.
Bummer. What a bummer play that was right there.
Incomplete. Argonaut turns it over on downs. Calaveras is going to take over with 39 seconds left. Argonaut has no timeouts.
And
all Calaveras needs to do is kneel down, and this game is over.
And he was wide open on that post pattern across the middle, and Davis just a little bit out ahead of him. But I'll tell you what, guys, Bo Davis, man, this quarterback, he's for real. I'll tell you. I did say a couple times a few throws behind the receiver tonight, but that's minor stuff. They weren't bad throws, and then most of his throws have been quite on here tonight.
All right, 1st and 10 for Calaveras. They're one kneel down away from running the clock out here, and Calaveras is going to end up with a victory here. Final score, Calaveras football team 20, Argonaut Mustangs 14. We're going to be back with our post-game comments. Our post-game is sponsored by Nexus Youth and Family Services. We'll be back. Final score, Calaveras 20, Argonaut Mustangs 14.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire.
This is Amador County Club Live. We are here to tell you about Casey's Pledge. Casey was 20. She spent most of her teen life helping others, recognizing the dangers of drinking and driving, as well as underage alcohol use. She was on her way home to celebrate her mom's birthday.
He was 18 on his way to work. It was Wednesday at 6 p.m. He had a .19 blood alcohol content. He struck Casey head on and killed her. Casey will not have a college graduation, and no wedding, and no children, no Christmas, and no more visits with her mom or birthday celebrations.
Could this be you? Could this be your boyfriend, girlfriend, or best friend? Do something. Help someone. Help yourself. Be a part of Casey's Pledge by pledging to be sober or pledge to not drink and drive.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Final score here, Mustangs 14, Calaveras 20. Calaveras holding on to close out this football game. JD Geedy and Frank Halverson, guys.
Well, JD, I got to tell you, that was fun.
Oh, great game.
A traditional Mother Lode League matchup, one that we haven't had so far this year. A tightly contested ball game, a close ball game, both teams playing hard, fans back in the stands. I mean, that was an exciting football game. Argonaut falling just a little bit short, unable to put any points on the board. And, you know, you got to give credit to this Calaveras defense.
Absolutely.
Because as we talked about, Argonaut, the two scores they had in the first half, one was on a 99-yard touchdown run by Flores, and the other was on a 72-yard drive, which basically consisted of two completions, Davis to Eckhart, to eat up that whole 72-yard drive. So the Mustangs were not able to sustain a drive all night long, and that has to be credit to the Calaveras teammates. On the other side of the ball, Calaveras had a little tough time in the first half. Their two scores also came on big plays. The first one, a 54-yard touchdown run by Orlandi. Then the second one was a 32-yard touchdown pass, Bird to Black, and that gave us our 14-12 score at halftime with Argonaut led. Argonaut was unable to do anything on offense in the second half. Calaveras, they came down. They took the lead for the first time in the third quarter with 1:18 left in the third quarter on a 4-yard run by Gian Gregorio. And that whole drive, they put the big guy in, and they just fed it to the big guy, and he just drove the ball down the field for the 20-14 lead, and that was the final.
And that was the difference, wasn't it, Frank? When that drive, how much time they were able to take off the clock and get points on the board. I mean, like you said, they basically took the whole third quarter up.
They scored with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Argonaut had the opening kickoff, but they went 3 and out.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't take up 2 minutes. So basically, Calaveras went on a 9+ minute drive and ate up the whole third quarter. That they had the lead at the end of 3, and that was the ball game.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, and you know what? You say give credit where credit's due. If I was on that coaching staff from Calaveras, I'd be very proud of those young men here tonight because they never gave up. At one point, it looked like Argonaut had the momentum early on in this game. You would have said it looks like the Mustangs are going to win this one. They never gave up. They hung in there, and like you said, sustained drives. That's what it takes. You can't always get those big plays. If you do have those big plays, you still need to be able to control the clock and get those first downs, and the Mustangs just really weren't able to get anything consistently working, it seemed, here tonight. And Calaveras found that answer in the second half. So they basically outplayed the Mustangs in that second half, and that's where we ended up.
You know, and that was different from the first 2 games that we saw Argonaut, where they were able to sustain drives. Now, I will also say that Argonaut defense provided them with short fields a lot in those 2 games.
Definitely.
So, you know, other than the one drive that I can remember that was about a 75 or 6-yard drive against Liberty Ranch, they had relatively short fields to work with in both of these games, the 2 games previously, because of the defense. Tonight, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Their starting position was way different than it was the last 2 weeks,
Absolutely.
and they showed that they weren't able to just keep moving the chains. As we talked about earlier, as they scored on 2 big plays, and that's what it came down to, where Calaveras was able to eat that clock down in the second half, especially with Argonaut not having any timeouts, and they had to burn those 2 early, and at the end of the day, that was it.
Time of possession and field position, they won both of those. And the other thing with Calaveras tonight is they showed a little bit more dynamic with that offense because we didn't know what to expect out of them when we saw them against Amador. It was raining, the ball was wet. We didn't know if they're going to throw. Didn't really do a whole lot with the passing game, but it looked like using more formations and just looked a little bit better on offense than they did. But we do understand they didn't have a lot of practice.
They took more out.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
They put Gonzalez in. Moore didn't run any offense. He was their leading running back last year. Moore did not play offense tonight. They put Gonzalez back in under him. And then when they really needed to eat some clock, they put the big guy, Gian Gregorio, in. And there is no way that he wasn't at least 3, 4 or more in a cloud of dust.
Absolutely.
Like I said, he's a wrestler. He's going to Oregon State on a wrestling scholarship. A lot of lower body strength and a lot of quickness in those feet, and that's a tough ask. But Argonaut, they showed well tonight, and guess what? Next week, the 2021 version of the big game. The Amador Buffaloes are going to host the Mustangs, and how cool is that, and how excited am I to have this big game? We had a great crowd here tonight. It looks like the attendance restrictions have been lifted a little bit, so we expect a good crowd at Amador as much as they'll allow next week. We're going to bring you that game live, and I'm really excited about it and looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of things. Inigo Baxter and Elmore. I want to see who shows out more, both a couple of studs. And we've got a couple good quarterbacks at both these schools, too, that run their offenses very well. We've seen Drake over the last few years, but we've also been very impressed at the maturation of Bo Davis and the way he runs this offense and the throws he's able to make. And so that's going to be a good matchup. Both teams have good backs. Honestly, it's a pretty even matchup, really is, and I think it's going to be a great game.
I think so, too. Real quick, guys, before we go, more big game news. So obviously, because of the times we're in right now, the downtown rally that normally happens for Argonaut High School has changed. I don't know about Amador's, but if I find anything out, of course, we'll put it out here on the air. But the downtown rally has been changed to, it's now the downtown rally at the stadium. So it'll be here at Dan Barnett Field on a Thursday, like always, the day before the game.
Then it's not the downtown rally.
Yeah, well, it's the downtown rally.
We'll call
in
it
the
big
stadium.
game rally.
It's like the Niners of Santa Clara.
Big game rally.
Yeah. So they're calling it the Blackout Glow Stick Rally. So the classes have been assigned their own colors. Also, they want everybody to be there by 8 with gates opening here at 7:45. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do for it, but this is what we got.
Big bonfire.
There we go.
Stack them up high and light them off and let them go.
Like Burning Man, they're building a giant horse and burning him down.
Exactly.
Exactly. So anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm really looking forward to next week. And I think I'm not sure if that will be the last week, but that's
the last game.
Yeah, that's the last game.
It was short. It was sweet. It was fun, and this was a great one tonight. Like I said, a traditional Motherlode League matchup. Next week, we get the big game. Amador and Argonaut. I'm excited. That's where we're going to be. We hope you're going to be there with us. This is Frank Halverson, J.D. Geedy, Jake, Jim back in the studio, and, of course, our cameraman,
Adam Cranfield.
Adam Cranfield. And we actually even had Joey here tonight, and he was going to be doing some spotting for us. However, he got pulled into duty as the stadium announcer, and he was driving his dog crazy at home because every time the dog heard his voice, he was barking at the TV, from what I'm told. But he did a great job. So it was a Geedy affair tonight. This is Frank Halverson for KVGC. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Take care.
Hometown radio for Amador and Calaveras counties is KVGC Jackson, San Andreas, Sutter Creek, the voice of the Gold Country.